The sound of music seeps through the evening mist that's wrapped around the Mont Cassel, heralding the start of the festivities at the Castelhof or the Cassel tavern. Cédric has stacks of air in his lungs, and he needs all of it to play the dudelsack, this traditional Flemish bagpipe.
Cheers!
The beer has already been served, but while the food is being prepared, guests sit back and enjoy the tunes.
This is the true spirit of the North, the spirit of these taverns. This is what people come here to soak up, this conviviality and this folklore that you find nowhere else.
Enjoy your meal. Here we have a 3-cheese Flemish tart, one with leeks, and this is a cœur casselois.
Between courses, the diners get the chance to discover some forgotten instruments, like this tiny harpsichord known as a spinet, which was very popular in the 17th century.
I've stayed true to the essence of our local folklore. First of all, it's very festive. It doesn't bother me that I play to people who are sat down, as long as they're receptive, and that's the case here.
A warm welcome, everyone, especially our newcomers.
It's time now for another tradition at the Castelhof. Manu was born to be a storyteller. He loves to enrapture the whole room with his Flemish tales. This evening, the yarn he's weaving is about the local fire brigade.
And these firefighters, they'd all eaten a lot and had a lot to drink. And then all of a sudden they saw a bright red sky. And because they're firemen, they shouted, there you have to shout fire. So because they're firemen, they shout
Fire!
The atmosphere is laid back, and it's all about feeling like you're at home.
These stories give colour to the region, and it's important to pass on these traditional tales so that everyone knows about them and remembers them.
It's all about this sense of goodwill and feeling like you're home. I think there's nothing better. I often tell a few tall stories and people say, oh, that's Manu, he'll say anything. I don't believe a word he says, but I think that's what's so great.
Once a year, Manu receives some extra special guests. In early January, the 3 wise men go on a tour of these northern watering holes. At another tavern a few kilometres further on, the customers are in a much more competitive mood. The owner, Eliane, has a huge collection of these bygone wooden bar games.
Every time a ball comes into your area, you add a marble. And the more marbles you have, the more you lose.
This game, known as the billard Nicolas, is a classic played in bars across Northern Europe. It's been enjoyed for over a century.
It's really easy. Anyone can play. It creates a fun atmosphere, and everyone shouts, and people cheat. I can't concentrate anymore. The rules are simple, you can play at any age. It's great.
In today's computer age, these old-time games of skill still appeal to the young and old alike.
You have to focus on
We have to focus on...
where you put your arms. It allows them to discover lots of different games that they are not used to seeing. And even for the grown-ups, it's a change from our usual routine.
Oh, darn. Oh, no. We come to rediscover these old-fashioned games from our childhood. They're very simple and are all about the touch. There's nothing virtual about them.
Some are even prepared to brave the cold outside to play this frog game. The aim is to throw coins into the holes to score as many points as possible.
The frog! The frog! The frog!
Filled with warmth and happiness, these little northern bars are the pride and joy of the local community.